What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, food prices are going crazy right now. I don't want to see people starving in the streets because they didn't start a garden and start growing their own food. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, if you are on a fixed income, if you have a limited income, I'm going to show you how you can start a garden and make a garden bed with under $11. Listen, there's no excuse for anybody not being able to start a garden, and I'm going to show you how to do that with, like I said, under $11. So let's ride. All right, so the first thing I want to address is how we even got on this topic in the first place. Well, simply put, we got friends and family that don't have the money to go out and buy all the things that we would normally recommend them to buy if they wanted to start a garden. You know, we got the soils, the manures, the fertilizers, the amendments, the pots with the containers, the grow bags, the water hoses. Like, a lot of people don't have money like that to spend in that area, right? And you guys know how it is, man. Like, if you want to do something but you don't have the money to do it, you just keep putting it off, until it's at the point to where either you lose interest in it, or you and your family really need it, but now you don't have it because you didn't make it a focal point. You kept saying that you couldn't afford it, so you kept pushing it back to get it, right? So this is for those people who want to start a garden, just don't have the money to do the things that most people recommend them to do. We're going to keep this super basic, super simple, right? I was in the Navy, and one of the acronyms that floated around the Navy all the time, in the military in general, was KISS, right? The KISS acronym. The KISS acronym: keep it simple, sailor. That's it. See, y'all bad. Y'all thought I was gonna say something else. Y'all bad. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys a super simple and inexpensive way to create a garden bed with only two products, only two items, right? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so initially I said two items, but we're gonna go ahead and count three, because I'm gonna count this cardboard box as an item. This is the Amazon box, as you can see, and it's not even ours. Like, this was blown into our yard from across the street. But so we got three items. We got this bag of steer manure right here. We have this bag of Patio Plus, and we have this cardboard box. So let me show you what we're gonna do. Okay. So first of all, when you go to the store and you buy any bags of manure, make sure you put a hole in that bag, just like I did right here, just so you can put your nose in there and get a good whiff of this stuff, right? Just put a hole in it and smell it. If it smells like ammonia, leave it right there on the shelf. Go to the next bag. I had to go through like 5 bags before I found this one. If you open it, if you put a hole in it and you smell it and it smells like earth, it smells real earthy, then it's good to go. So that's first and foremost. This bag, just about regardless of where you buy it from, is going to run you less than $3 per bag. This bag cost us $2.85. $2.85 for a bag of 1 cubic foot of cow poop, right? So that's one ingredient. The next bag is Patio Plus potting mix. This is just an outdoor potting mix. Okay, I was gonna say indoor, outdoor, but nope. It's an outdoor potting mix. Okay, this is our second ingredient. This bag, this will cover 1.25 cubic feet. All right, this is a pretty big bag of potting mix, especially when you compare it to a lot of the mixes that's in the store, especially for the price. The price on this was $7 here in California. It's $7.98. So $7.98, $2.85. That's like basically $8 and $2.85. That is $10.85. Okay, so by the time you include taxes, you're looking at roughly $11. Including taxes, just over $11 between this and that. Like, listen, I don't know where you can go where you can find a garden bed for cheaper. All right, so let me show you exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, before we do that, let me show you the purpose of the box. So the purpose of this box is not what you think. It's not to create a planter. You can do that if you see fit, right? A lot of people like to use these boxes to grow potatoes. But what we're going to do today is we're going to plant right into this bag. We're going to turn this bag into a garden bed, right? Or garden bag. Horrible, I know, but I had to say it. Had to get it off my chest. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this box, right? And I'm just gonna use this box. Hopefully y'all can hear me over all that noise. I'm just gonna use this box as as something to put my bag on, because when you actually plant into this, it may become a little heavy. All right, and this box is going to allow you to be able to move this thing, drag it around as you need to, in the event that you need to move it, like in or out of the rain, from a shady area to a sunnier area, a less shaded area, whatever. Right? That's what the box is for. That's the only purpose of the box. I'm going to identify which side of this bag I want to grow on. Doesn't matter. You can grow. Doesn't matter. You just want to know where your bottom is. And I'm going to use this side of the bag as my bottom because that's how it's made, right? Front and back. So this side is going to be face down. All I'm going to do on this side is put in some drainage holes. So I'm going to put a slit right there, put in some nice drainage holes, right? That way when we water this thing, the water has some place to escape to. And don't put so many holes that it ruins the integrity of the bag. All right. The next thing we're going to do, trying to get this as level and flat as I can, is I'm going to cut a hole in this plastic right here. All right, just like this. Make me a nice little square. Just like this. Boom. There you have it. So that part's done. Put that over there, tuck that away. All right, so now we're left with our potting mix. I'm going to take a planter and I'm going to take some of this potting mix out. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on this now. Make sure y'all following me on this. I'm going to take some of this potting mix out because I want to replace some of this with some of this manure to make sure that whatever I'm planting in here is going to have plenty of nutrition to feed off of. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of that out, create me like a little divot right here. Now I'm going to come through with my manure. Put that right at the top because this bag is going to go to good use right here in the garden. All right, let's throw some of that manure in there. Okay. So you don't need a bunch of fertilizers. You don't need a bunch of fancy things. You don't need a bunch of pots and planters. It helps, definitely. And depending on what you're growing, you may need some planters for that. But I'm telling you, like right now, just to get started, this will get you some stuff growing in your garden right now. And you don't have to have all the fancy stuff you see people on YouTube with. Just get you a bag and you grow directly in that bag. All right, and that's that, y'all. That's that. We got our drainage holes. We got our growing area where we're gonna plant in. That's it. Took me, and then look at all this manure you still have left. So you don't even have to buy. The next time you go buy a bag, it's gonna cost you even less because you already have some manure left over, right? So all you have to do is buy a bag like this. Is it the most attractive? No. But we're not worried about being attractive. We're worried about being efficient. We're worried about getting things going, getting things growing, right? So that was dangerous. So is it the most attractive? No. But it's gonna work. You're gonna grow you some food. All right. Now, and like I said, because of the integrity of the bag, right? You have a hole in the top, you have drainage holes on the bottom. When you go to lift this thing, the bag might rupture on you from the bottom. So that's what the box is for. So you can move this thing at will and you don't have to worry about destroying your garden. Okay, now let's talk about what you can actually grow in here. So I know a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of naysayers probably coming out saying, oh, there's not much you can do with it, blah, blah. Trust me, you can do more with that than what you think you can. That bag is roughly 3, 4, 5 inches thick, right? You can grow, believe it or not, watermelon. I grew watermelon in a bag smaller than that, right? It was an experiment. I wanted to see if I could do it. I laid the bag down. I planted a watermelon in it, and the plant actually grew. It didn't produce any watermelon, but then again, that year I didn't get watermelon from anything. Right? I had just the one watermelon. It was the first year. It was 2022. The first year we grew the full-size watermelon in a container. So it is possible to grow a watermelon in there. So if you can grow a watermelon plant in there, it flowered. The watermelon plant grew and it flowered, just didn't put out any fruit. So if you can grow a watermelon in something smaller than that, then what can you do with a bag that big, right? You could do peppers. You could do probably a determinate tomato. You can do herbs, basically any kind of herb. Mint. You could do mint. What's the thing? Lavender. Dill. You name it, you can put it in that bag. Spinach. You can grow lettuces in there. You can grow, especially the smaller ones. You can grow the arugula. The Swiss chards, the things like that, right? So I'm sorry. Speaking of lettuces, it looked like one our lettuces is bolting right now, but I'm like, it can't be. It's too cold. It's too cold. But anyway, you guys get the point. You could put onions and garlic. You guys get the point. You don't have to have all the fancy equipment that you see people on YouTube with. We have those things because we have the money. And for those of us that don't have the income to go out and get those things, um, that's one way to get started. You just need to make it through basically one good growth season, right? You just need to make it through one good growth season, and you're good to go, right? If every time you got paid, let's say you did let's say you did this on January. Let's say you get paid once a month, and on January 1st you go out and you got that was your discretionary income. You had to spend on this was just 10, 11 bucks. You went out and did this, and you did this every month. Every time you got paid, you will eventually have 12 garden beds growing something different. You don't have to have these complicated systems and equipment and tools. That's all you need. That's all nature uses. Nature would drop a seed in the middle of your yard and grow something you don't want right in the middle of your yard because something flew by and dropped it. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to touch bases with you guys to let you know, like, you don't need what you see everybody else with. That's all. You have a container, you have soil, you have water from your house, you have manure. All you need now is something to grow in that bag, which we're going to be talking about in the next video. We're going to show you how you can get seeds for free. Okay. So hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully this motivates and inspires someone to get up and go get their garden started, even if you don't have everything that you need, right? If you don't have $11, use you find $8 and go buy the bag of Patio Plus, or go buy. It doesn't have to be the Patio Plus. Go buy a bag of potting mix from someplace. If you don't have $8, take the $3. You can find the change in your couch. Take the $3 and start stacking up on you a few bags of the manure. It's going to change your life. Trust me, it's going to change your life. You're going to be. You don't have to worry about how you're going to feed your family. All right. So with that being said, like y'all, like I said, hopefully this helps somebody, get somebody, sparks a fire up under somebody to get up and go out and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Can't spend all your time trying to get, little outcast. That's neither here nor there. So anyway, y'all. So let's get it. Don't let money be a reason why you're not starting your garden. I just showed you how to make a garden bed with 11 bucks. Let's get it. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you found value in this. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And here's the video for you to watch to follow us on our garden journey. And be looking out for part 2 of this video where we show you guys how to get free seeds. Deuces.